Good afternoon, students. We were discussing democracy. So, today we will discuss a democratic society and economic democracy. Now, what is democratic society? When the people enjoy the right to elect and to remove their rulers, it is political democracy. So, the right to vote, we have discussed that above at the age of 18, every individual has the right to vote. So, this right to vote comes under political democracy. When we elect our leader or when we remove our leaders, that is called political democracy. Both the social life of the people can still be filled with various forms of injustice. Thus, a democratic government become meaningful only if the society is democratic. In other words, there should be no discrimination of any kind in a democratic society. Evils like the caste system and untouchability spoil the democratic structure of society. All men and women should be treated equally. No one should enjoy more privileges than other on the basis of religion, caste, race, or place of birth. Now, in a democratic society, every individual should get equal treatment. There shouldn't be any discrimination, whether on the basis of caste, religion, gender, or status, social status. Every individual have to be treated equally. Every individual should get the rights equally. Every individual, if they have done something punishable, then every individual should get the punishment also equally. So there shouldn't be any discrimination. And in recent period, or we can say in our earlier India, there was a social evil, one of the most dangerous social evil, that is called untouchability. So that untouchability was the discrimination on the basis of caste. So these social evils would have to be removed from a society. If in a society these social evils exist, then that society cannot be considered as democratic society. The caste system that existed in India gave rise to untouchability in the past. Although it has now been abolished by our constitution, it had already created a wall between the so called high caste and low caste. It not only divided our society but also deprived a large section of people of their basic rights. A democratic society should be able to remove all these social differences. Thus, a truly democratic government is possible only with a democratically organized society. So, there was a caste system, and from that caste system, untouchability was born at that time. So, because of this caste system, the whole society was divided into two sets. One is lower caste and the upper caste, and the so-called upper caste, they used to exploit the lower caste. The lower caste were considered as untouchables. But after the independence, when our constitution was drafted, from that period onwards, this untouchability has been abolished from our constitution. So the main reason behind the demolition of constitution is that the people, whether from the lower caste or the upper caste, should get equal rights. That is the main motto behind the abolition of untouchability. So if we wanted to have a democratic society, the democratic government should be democratically organized. Democracy, like we have already discussed, democracy is a form of government by the people, for the people, of the people. So, if the government itself is formed by the people, then the government has to look after for the welfare of the common people only. And the social evils, that all the social evils have to exist or have to be removed from a society, then only we can consider the society as a democratic society. Now, economic democracy. All members of the society should have equal economic opportunities. All should be free and self-reliant in matters of earning their livelihood. Does it mean that all should earn the same amount, or that all should live in the same type of house, or that qualification should not be of any consideration for getting employment. No. It only means that all should have equal opportunity to be employed or to set up their own business. Now, economic democracy. Economy. What is economy? Economy actually referred as money, right? So the money, is it possible to have every individual the same amount of money? If I have 100 rupees, then is it necessary the student also have 100 rupees? No, that is, we cannot say that as economic democracy. Everyone have a same type of houses? Every individual should have same type of houses? No. Every individual should get equal type of income? No. So in order to get money, in order to get jobs and all, qualification does not matter? No. That is not economic democracy. But the economic democracy is that every common people, every individual should have the equal opportunity in order to compete, right? For example, there are many competitive examinations like UPSC, WBCS, IAS. So in order to compete in that examination, every individual should have the equal opportunity. That is the main basis, because in order to have every people get equal opportunity, the government has made some reservation for the lower castes so that they can compete with the general caste in order to have equal opportunity. So economic democracy actually means every individual should have equal opportunity to be employed or to set up their own business. Economic democracy also means absence of all exploitation. That is, workers should not be exploited by owners and peasants should not be exploited by landlords. Equal wages should be given for equal work. No distinction should be made between men and women. There can be no economic democracy if there is no fair distribution of wealth in the society. If wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, there can be no economic justice. Now, another way of defining economic democracy is that there shouldn't be any exploitation in the work field. Everyone should get the amount, the salary according to their qualification, or according to their jobs, right? Because we have hierarchy in every field. There are some high positions, some low position. But if the lower position in like for example in a peon category, if one peon is getting 5,000, then the other peon should also get 5,000. It's not that one peon belongs to a higher caste, so he is getting 5,000, and another peon is from a lower caste, so he is getting 3,000. That is not democracy. Both the peons should have to get 5,000. All the peasants, they shouldn't be exploited by the landlords. The workers shouldn't be exploited by the owners. There shouldn't be any distinction, any difference between men and women. Both of them should be treated equally. So, the distribution of wealth should be fair according to the whatever qualification or whatever jobs they were doing. So, if the wealth were concentrated, or if only few people have the wealth, then there is no question of economic justice. So, exploitation shouldn't be there, discrimination shouldn't be there in order to have economic democracy. Democracy is based on two important principles: liberty and equality. Liberty means freedom, and equality means to treat everyone equally. Individual freedom and equal opportunities are necessary conditions for a democracy to be successful. Depriving someone of her or his means of livelihood goes against the very ideal of economic democracy. It denies one's right to equal opportunity and economic growth. Thus, a democratic government will be meaningful only if the citizens are socially equal and economically free. Now, there are two basic principles of democracy. One is liberty and another one is equality. So every individual should have the same amount of freedom and equal opportunity. One cannot be deprived of their right. One cannot be deprived of their uh, economic democracy. Everyone has the right to be successful. If one's right or if one's opportunity has been denied, then there will be no economic growth. So everyone should be treated equally. The democratic government will be meaningful only if the citizen are socially equal and economically free. Everyone should be free to enjoy their rights, and every individual should be treated equally so that the society has equality. These two, liberty and equality, are the main